Well, Connectivism and Connective Knowledge was a course that I taught with Stephen Downs 2 years ago. The first time around, we did it, the second iteration, a third one coming up this fall in 2010. And basically, we wanted to apply some of the principles that we had been writing about really since 2000, and some of the views that we had developed as a result of participating in these online distributed systems, these social systems where we were interacting with people from around the world. And so we wanted to really push the limits of what does it mean to learn in an era where, again, I keep returning to information fragmentation, but where information is fragmented, conversations are fragmented, we're receiving input from multiple sources, we're trying to make sense of it all. And we thought that the role of a teacher would be dramatically different in the future. Now, a teacher wouldn't be the person who would create the full structure of a course anymore, and you would start to move into more of a participative pedagogy kind of environment. So that's what we tried to create. We also tried to duplicate the sense of high information abundance. You know, there's this sense in which we just can't manage it all. And so we wanted to create a course system that duplicated, or at least created, that sense of being overwhelmed. And so the information flow was really quite hectic. The first year we had, I think, 2,300 people sign up. And not everyone participated, of course, but we had the same number on the mailing list till the end of the course, so I'm assuming there was some level of interest at least, unless they just couldn't click the unsubscribe button at the bottom of the email. But so we had a combination of trying to fragment the course and the content of the conversations, and then we were experimenting with different ways to weave that fragmentation together again. One was through a daily newsletter that we sent out. Second was through basically a system of matching and trying to group similar topics and themes that, you know, in regular email exchanges that people would receive, there would be kind of a grouping of these topics, sort of an aggregation around themes. We tried to look at tags, either on Twitter or through Delicious or Google Alerts. And then we tried to look at social systems as a means of having learners form connections and gain a sense of what was happening. So with a combination of the instructor still weaving the fragmentation into a unified whole, the technology systems that we were using, trying to weave some level of wholeness to this fragmentation, and the learners through their social engagement with each other similarly forming and weaving some kind of a unified whole. We tried to duplicate this sense of, or to at least disrupt this notion of what a course is and what the role of a teacher is and what the role of a student is. And so I think, based on comments and reactions we've had, I believe it was a successful experiment, and obviously we're continuing for the third year, so that probably speaks a bit as well.